Hey guys, AJYT Abbott here, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be reviewing The Walking Dead Season 11, Episode 4, titled Rendition. If you haven't seen this episode, please be wary of spoilers. If you have not seen any of the episodes leading up to this episode, or this episode in general, or in fact just the entirety of the first 7 episodes of Season 11, there's going to be spoilers here, so yeah. Get out of here if you haven't seen it, and come back and watch the episode. Watch the episode and then come back to this video, and you'll hear my thoughts. But Rendition, we get a Daryl episode, which, in the past hasn't worked out too well. Regarding episodes like Still with him and Beth, and there was an episode Crossed with him and Carol that I didn't care a whole lot for either. It was just kind of boring. There was some good action in there. It was the same episode that him and Carol fell off the bridge in that van. But here we get Daryl and Dog running away from the Reapers and actually engaging on one of them. And Daryl fights one. And Reaper throws Dog. Dog is okay. Don't worry about Dog. Dog is absolutely fine. Nothing to worry about Dog. But, after that, we get to see Daryl using the Walker Guts trick to kind of like move around, go unnoticed, until he sees Dog. He's happy he sees Dog. But that is when he notices that Dog is with a Reaper. And that Reaper is none other than Leah, who, of course, if you remember, is Daryl's love interest from Season 10, Episode 18, Find Me. That is the woman that Daryl was in the cabin with. And, yeah, she's a Reaper, so she takes Daryl back to the compound, and we finally get to see, like, what we're dealing with here, where Meridian is. They have not a whole lot of men. It's probably like, I don't know, probably 20 of them, I guess. So, I mean, it's not a huge competition, but it's only, as of right now, Gabriel, Maggie, Negan, Elijah, and I'm not even going to count Alden because he's just, his fate is left up in the air. And there's Frost, but Frost is not even in a good position because he has also been captured by the Reapers. And Daryl is kind of playing an inside man angle at this, pretending that he doesn't know who Frost is, that he doesn't give a shit about who Frost is. And Frost buys it, of course. And the other Reapers kind of start to put Daryl through an initiation after a little bit of torture, which was brutal to watch, just watching them watching them pour water over Daryl's face as he has this burlap sack on, and him, like suffocating and drowning, kind of. It was hard to watch, honestly, for such a strong character. But eventually, he does convince Leah that he is telling the truth later on, but for now, she's not believing him. We finally get to meet Pope. If you remember back in 1017, there was a guy that blew himself up, and before he blew himself up, he said, "Pope marked you." Now, we were all confused on what he actually meant by that. This episode, we actually find out Pope is after Maggie. He is pissed. We get to see kind of what their inner workings are in terms of, like, who they worship, like, what they believe in. Pope believes that God has chosen them as, because they were mercenaries. They have become mercenaries, I mean. And, Pope believes that God has chosen them, and they've set them on a path for victory, and just, as long as they keep murdering people, that's their ideology. Oh, my. But, one of the best parts of this episode is Richie Coster as Pope. He is just intense as hell. And I'm not going to go into too many details for the later episodes of this season, but this is kind of his most intense, to be honest. Episode 7, you get a bit more intensity from him. But episode 8, we'll get to it. But this episode, he was very intimidating, and he puts Daryl and Leia through a test. He locks them into this room, and the room catches on fire. They light a match, and they pour gasoline in, and Daryl quickly busts open a window, and then gets Leia out. Leia out first, and then gets himself out. So then Pope sees, this guy is dedicated to our Reaper group, or so he thinks. And then basically Daryl is initiated into the Reapers by watching a man get his face burnt off. Pope finds out that he figures that one of his men turned his back on another one of his people, while he's being killed. Presumably because he was scared, I guess. And Pope sees that as a sign of weakness, so he throws the dude into the fire and kills him. And that about sums up the whole episode. There's not, honestly, a whole lot going on in this one. They beat Frost up. What else should I mention? Dog is fine. Like I said, he's got some armor and stuff, and of course from Daryl, and he's doing good. He is doing just fine. Okay, Dog is all good. Don't worry about Dog. But yeah, and the next episode is Out of the Ashes, which I do enjoy that one. I enjoy all the episodes of season 11, really. But yeah, episode 4 is probably top 4, maybe. I like the intensity of it. I like Daryl and Leia escaping the fire. I like the contrast between Daryl and Leia, where Leia's like, you left me, and Daryl's like, I came back for you. But Leia's like, these people, the Reapers, they never stop looking for me. And, yeah, it's hard to watch Daryl in such a tough position, because obviously he knows Maggie will stop at nothing to ensure that the Reapers are destroyed, yet this woman that he cared for, she's on this other side. And I love this one line from Pope. I just thought of it. He's trying to get in your pants. He talks to Leia about Leia. Gosh, I say Leia right 95% of the time, and then of course when I record it comes out Leia. God damn. But yeah, he's talking to Leia about Daryl, and Pope is like, you had to go on a fishing trip with an old boyfriend. And then he's like, that man's trying to get in your pants. Oh my god. Pope is fucking hilarious. And I really shouldn't, but I love the villains of the Walking Dead universe. As you saw with Teddy from season 6. He was one of my favorite parts of that whole season, just because of how weird he was. And Pope is so cool, specifically in this episode. But yeah, let me know what you thought of Leia's return. What do you think about Pope? And yeah, just let me know your overall rating for the episode down in the comments below. Until then, take care, guys, and goodbye.